Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. This is a place to inspire and to be inspired. Today we're going to be assembling all these granny squares to make a granny square blanket. I have been making these granny squares for weeks now. I am sick of making them. I have 126 and I need 4 more. And then we can assemble them to make our blanket. In this video, I'm not going to be showing how to make the granny squares. If you do need that tutorial, I will link it below. This is what the thumbnail looks like. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I attach them together and then how I crochet the border around it. That's something we need to figure out today before I go back to the craft store, because we need to figure out what color border we're going to do. My original plan was to do white, but now I'm thinking I don't want to do the white. Now I want to do green. Either way, we have 4 more squares to finish today. So my goal today is to get 4 more squares done, go to the craft store, and then start the border. It's not going to be a super big blanket. I have a full-size bed, and my plan is just to have it big enough to kind of sit on top of the bed, but not draping over it. My goal was to do 13 by 10 squares, and I think that'll be big enough. It's gonna have to be big enough because I'm not making any more squares after today. I think we're gonna be done for a while. I do have another crochet project in mind. I want to crochet a pair of shorts, but as far as the granny squares go, I'm gonna retire the granny squares for maybe a couple of weeks and give myself a break because I'm so sick of it. So this is what I'm going to do for my first one. I'm going to start with the yellow and then do white, tan, red. Lately, I've really enjoyed watching true crime YouTube channels and podcasts. Right now I'm watching Lawyer You Know, and he is a lawyer, obviously, and he just goes over different true crime stories that currently have their trial going on in court. So every day after the trial, he kind of gives his perspective of what's going on. And I've really enjoyed that, kind of having an inside perspective of someone who is a lawyer and who knows that whole industry. If anyone has any suggestions for true crime podcasts or YouTube channels, or any YouTube channel or podcast in general, I guess. It doesn't have to be true crime, but that's kind of been my current fixation. I have 3 more squares and then we will have enough, but I just want to start laying them out so that I can decide if there's a certain color I should do. If I wanted to see more yellow, then maybe I'll just do 3 yellow borders. Completing all 130 granny squares took me a couple months, just working on them on and off. It kind of took the place of my book reading, because instead of reading a book, I would just come home and start crocheting a granny square while I listened to a true crime podcast or YouTube. So I'm trying to decide, there's not really a rhyme or reason because the number of colors I have, I can't really do a consistent pattern. So I'm trying to imagine in this hole here, I feel like a tan one would go well. I feel like a tan one would fit here. Now I have a lot of reds and greens left, and I have no more yellow, so I have a feeling I need to do more yellow as well. We need 2 tan borders and a yellow border for our last 3 squares. And then we'll be done, and then we can start assembling. Another true crime channel that I've really enjoyed lately is Annie Elise. Her channel is called 10 to Life on YouTube, and she also has a podcast, so anywhere where you can find podcasts, you can find hers. She just brings a lot of awareness to cases that most people haven't heard of. I think I've been watching her videos now for over a year, and I've always enjoyed her content. Now that I have them all laid out, I can start attaching them horizontally, and I will do that all the way through, and then I will go through vertically and then attach them vertically. And now for attaching the squares, we're going to flip all of the squares upside down, and then when you have them side by side, we're going to be putting the needle through the back loops. Now when you sandwich them together like I have up here on the top corner, it's going to be easy to see which one the back loop is, and we're just going to put our needle through the bottom and out the top, and we're going to pull the yarn through, and then go back to the bottom, put it through both loops, and then pull it through, and then do that all the way through. And this is how they look when they've all been attached with the right side facing up. You can barely see the yarn. And then when you do flip it over to the other side, you can kind of see the yarn on the back side, but that doesn't really matter. And all that's left to do is to finish attaching the rest of these. Okay, we're on day 2 now of trying to finish my granny square blanket. I thought yesterday I could finish it, and there was just no way. It takes me like 20 minutes to finish each granny square. It takes me like 20 minutes to finish each granny square, and I had 4 to do yesterday, and by the time I finish them, I know 20 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but I'll spend 20 minutes making a granny square, and then I'll take a break because my hands get cramped, my neck hurts, and then I'll come back and then do another 20-minute session. I don't know, the day just went by way too fast. So anyway, now we're on day 2 of trying to finish this granny square blanket. We're gonna go to the craft store, we're gonna get some more white yarn, and then we also need to get some green yarn because I decided I'm going to attach my squares with the white yarn, and then I'm going to do a green border around it. And also, we're going to stop at Crumble Cookie because yesterday was my birthday and I got a text from Crumble Cookie saying that I can get a free birthday cookie. So even though I'm trying to be healthy and I haven't had a Crumble Cookie in forever, it's free, so I have to have it. So we're going to go get a Crumble Cookie. We got our cookie. It's actually not a cookie. It is a cookies and cream Rice Krispie treat. Well, it's not a Rice Krispie treat. I forgot what they called it. But it's this. Wow, it's good. Okay, we got our yarn. We have our green and our white. I have a little bit left over from these, so I'll finish off these. All right, we'll save the green for later because we don't need that right now. So I decided to get comfortable and change out of my clothes because it's 6:23 and I'm definitely not finishing tonight. I'm gonna see how far I can get. I've attached up to here. Tonight I would like to finish all of the horizontal rows, and then maybe tomorrow I'll finish the vertical rows, and then maybe Saturday I will do the border. We're on day 3 now of attaching the squares. So I've attached up to here this way. So it's still undone in between these because I haven't gone this direction yet. And I still have all of these left to attach. These and then this pile here. It's hard to come up with a comfortable sitting position to work on this because I need to keep it laid out. Finally done attaching them horizontally, and now I can start attaching vertically, and then I think I'll be done for today. And then tomorrow we will come back and I will show you guys how I crochet the border. So I've completed up to here. All of this is done, but then from here this way I still have to do that. And I have Duck helping me, right? He's been licking the blanket, and because his tongue sticks to everything, there's like pulls all over the blanket now, but it's okay. They're just signs that Duck was here. I'm gonna go to the grocery store in a minute and pick up a poppy because they're my favorite, the grape one, and I have to get some groceries. So I'm gonna do one more row and then take a break and then go to the grocery store. I'm gonna do a little Sprouts grocery haul. I only got like 5 things, but my poppy, actually, I keep calling it a poppy and it's not, it's the Olipop. So I messed up. So good. I got these, the Koya. These are the chocolate peanut butter, and every time I go in there, these are the ones that are sold out. So I've been trying to get the chocolate peanut butter for weeks now. So I'm excited to try those. And then I got creamy peanut butter. I like the ones that only have roasted peanuts and salt as the ingredients. So roasted peanuts and salt, it's the Sprouts brand. I got rolled oats because I've been putting them in my smoothies every morning. Spinach. And then I got this coconut chickpea curry. I just thought I would try it. That's all. That's all I got. Back to crocheting our blanket. This is my reward for each row I finish. So they're finally all attached, and I tied off each little string that I had attaching them. So today we're gonna do the border, and I decided, I think I already told you guys, but we're gonna do this color for the border. This is a heavy blanket. So the border is all I have left to do, and I'm just going to do 2 layers all the way around, and it's super repetitive, so I'll show you guys the first few stitches that I do, and then it's literally just that around the entire perimeter. Okay, the big reveal. And this is with the green border around it. I ended up just doing 1 layer of double crochets because I got a blister on my finger, and I don't know, I'm just sick of making these granny squares and attaching them. So I think this is good enough for now, and I can always add another layer later. But this is the finished result, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions of what I should crochet next, please let me know. And until next Friday, bye!